Hi, Fiona.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Yeah, I always think this is such an interesting question. Uh, I
Very
had a great expression of the day, which is Corona coaster.
That's a good one. It's a very good one. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, and I think you get it straight away. Yeah, so some days fine, not a bother. Other days I'm don't know what's going on, and I think whether you're a science follower and a government follower, you're the conspiracy theories. There's fear on all sides. So I've just decided I'm not listening to any of it unless it's positive. So that's why you're on today, to bring some positive energy
Yes.
and positive vibes, and to talk a bit about some of the stuff you do. So why don't you tell us, who are you and what do you do?
Okay. So my name is Fiona O'Brien, and I'm a wellness advocate for doTerra essential oils. I absolutely love doing gratitude, and I love doing those are my two passions: gratitude and essential oils. The essential oils are 100% pure, and that's the whole reason why I use them, because they're safe for kids, they're safe to ingest, and you can use them aromatically as well. You can use them topically. So the whole reason I started with the oils is because 3 years ago now, nearly, my then 3-year-old had a constant cough in her chest and nothing was working. She had an inhaler and she had everything, and in and out to the doctor, because I wasn't sure, was it a chest infection or was it just a phlegm or mucus or whatever. So I'm a bioenergy therapist as well, and while I was doing that course, the lady that was just happened to be standing beside me, that I kind of had made friends with, introduced me to the oils. And I used to think she was mad. I said, essential oils are something nice to smell. What are you talking about? They have no health benefits as far as I was concerned. So she said, well, I recommend air and lime oil. Helps break up mucus in the chest. So I was like, right, I will try anything natural. I knew they were 100% pure. So nothing else was working. So I gave it a go. And Hannah had been coughing for about 4 months. And after 10 days of using these oils topically on her chest and in a diffuser, to show you the diffuser. So this was beside her bed for 10 days, and her chest was completely clear, and I couldn't believe it. So I knew I had found my passion. I'd say on that day, I said, right, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I absolutely love them. I've always have air now and the lime oil in the house, but I have quite a big collection now.
I've seen your collection. It's very impressive. And whenever you always know when if there's a group of us out, when Fiona's there, because the smell. All right, you open your bag and you've always got your oils with you, and you stick them in your G&T even
Yeah.
when you're out, and they just always smell just incredible, just amazing.
I know, and it's because they're so natural. There's probably the last night I was actually out, like a month before Christmas, with yourself and a few others in town here, and there was a guy actually passing our table from a distance that has suffered with sinus issues for years. He can barely smell anything. He smelled the peppermint oil from across the room, and
Wow.
he's been ordering peppermint oil ever since. He just loves it because it just opens up your airways. It's amazing oil. And what I love about these oils, sorry, I love about these oils, I could talk about this all day.
I know. That's why I wanted you on, because I've become a fan as well, and most of the neighbours here are all fans of the oils.
Yeah.
Because of it. And I suppose just because you were actually talking about things that are so current as well, which is airwaves, your sinuses, mucus on the chest, things like that. So there were sort of two angles really that I really wanted to ask you some questions. And this is totally personal now. This is really all for me. This is not for anyone else watching. One is about the building our immune system up naturally, really to have the best defenses when, as I said to you earlier, the gates are open and we're back out. And obviously this virus is not going to go anywhere. It's still going to be there. And what could we use from the oil range that would really help to really boost our natural defense systems, not having to take something that's artificial?
Yeah, absolutely. So the number one would be On Guard. So On Guard oil, it's just a little 15 ml bottle, but it is amazing. The sale of this oil went up 400% in a 2-week period in March. This is our protective blend, and in it is clove oil, which is very, very high in antioxidants, wild orange, cinnamon, and eucalyptus, and rosemary. So this is amazing for respiratory support and immune support, and that's why it just, you know, we
sorry, my internet dropped out there.
I thought you went blank there for a second. Yeah, that's perfect. So this one is, so what I do is with these oils, right, is I usually put them into a little roller ball like this, okay? So they're handy then and just ready to use straight away. So say now, this is just a little immunity blend on here. So in this would be what's called Flume. And Flume is basically frankincense, lemon, oregano, On Guard, and melaleuca. So those 5 oils combined, amazing for respiratory health and immunity. So this now would be on the kids every single day, along the spine, on the chest, bottom of the feet at nighttime, just to keep their immunity strong, and you know, stop them from picking anything up now, which is it, you know, now it's okay because it's just us here, you know, but it's, yeah, it's exactly when the floodgates are open, when we get to go out into the real world again.
Our immune systems have been mollycoddled.
Absolutely.
And so they've, you know, we just know this is a fact that if you don't expose it to germs and pathogens and viruses and everything else, that actually it hasn't had the chance to have a workout. And I do feel like that. I feel like my whole system really, you know, is quite sluggish, and it's not really functioning right, because I'm not moving as much. I'm not, you know, out and about. And I think more than anything, it's that lack of interaction with people outside of our, you know, outside of the home.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. And it makes you feel good when you chat to people as well, even if you're, you know, out and about. Yeah, but yeah, we're just confined to our own little families, which is lovely too. And with the you know, we're having a lovely time together. Yeah, it's gone on like nearly 6 months or 6 weeks now. So you're like
8 weeks.
Counting. I actually went shopping today into Aldi, and I hadn't been in. I was nearly forgotten how to drive the car. It's so long.
Yeah, because you're in a lucky position of your husband is doing all the housework and the child minding and the cooking
and the shopping
and the shopping. So yeah.
Very lucky. But yeah, so getting back to this, so this is, so when frankincense is the first oil that's in all my blends, because frankincense is amazing for immunity. So what I do with that is I even put 2 drops under my tongue, because these oils are okay to take internally. It helps with your immunity. So I would do that every single day. Now, I would not get the kids to do that. They're, you know, once you're putting oils on your kids topically, and they're getting them aromatically, so they would have a diffuser each in their bedrooms. Once they're getting that, it's fine. You don't need to force them to be taking them, you know, internally. Absolutely not. There's no need. And they actually love the oil, so they look for them now. So, you know, they have lavender in their bedroom, and they put that on themselves. They put it on their wrists because they love the smell of it, and they're like this on their pillow. They roll it onto their pillow because they love the smell of it so much, and it's usually in their diffuser then as well. So as On Guard, it does exactly what it says. It puts up your guard for anything, for any kind of seasonal threats.
And the other thing I was wanted to ask you about was, because it was interesting, I was chatting to a doctor yesterday, and you know, she was saying the same as, you know, so many people, which is kind of over cleaning. It's the same thing as, you know, locking ourselves away and not meeting other people. It's the same thing. We're killing germs, and actually potentially with the risk of creating these superbugs that are now going to be resistant to anything, because everything is just constantly being cleaned. So there are some risks out there in terms of, you know, it's a double-edged sword of not catching this horrible virus, but at the same time, how do we really make sure that we're not also inhaling any of these horrible fumes from these very, very strong antibacterial cleaners? And is there a natural cleaner that you can put together, or comes from the doTerra range? Is there? Because I know you use something, don't you, yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love this. It took a little while for me to, you know, change over, and you know, you have all this stuff under your sink, and you're like, yeah, I need that, and I need that, and what if I need that, you know? But you really don't. doTerra do a fantastic range. Like, people think they actually do that. You know, they thought it was just oils. They do, you know, multivitamins, they do shampoos and conditioners, they do shower gels, they do everything. So I love buying my products from doTerra because I'd be buying them anyway. And I know for 100% they're all natural. So they actually have an On Guard range. You're going to ask me this question, so I brought them down here with me. So this is the cleaner concentrate. So it has a 5 ml bottle of On Guard in this. And so obviously you're talking antiviral, antibacterial in your, so all you do, like this, I actually can't remember when I bought this. You use 2 tablespoons of this in a 24-ounce bottle of water. And so say something like this, yeah, so it lasts for ages. So I always usually use glass.
So it's probably better value actually in the long run, because you're buying one bottle and then it's lasting for months and months and months.
Absolutely. So I would have like one of these in all the rooms. I have one in the, you know, the ensuite, the bathroom, kitchen, you know, and I use it for everything, absolutely everything.
And it will smell lovely too.
Oh, it's gorgeous. The smell of On Guard is one of my favorite smells. It actually smells like Christmas. And I know when Christmas is over, the last thing you want to smell is,
I don't know, I think we'd be happy with anything other than what's going on at the moment.
Very true, very true. But it still wouldn't remind you of Christmas, you know, that kind of way, because it's got the clove and the cinnamon in it, so that's kind of the Christmassy smell. But it does smell gorgeous. But you could do up your own, absolutely. So before I started buying this, I was doing up my own with 20 drops of On Guard and 20 drops of the lemon oil in water, and that's, you know, perfectly fine, you know. But then when I was like, I just got lazy, and this is so cheap, I was like, and lasts for ages. Also, they do laundry detergent.
Oh wow,
gorgeous. Oh my god, it's just, and it's another part of the On Guard range. And it's obviously all natural, and I used to always use the liquid tabs and, you know, fabric softener, always. That was my, now all I use is this, no fabric softener, just this into the drawer, and all you use is a tablespoon at a time. And it was like potentially 64 washes in that. So amazing. And sometimes I'll put some essential oils into the drawer of the wash machine, and the smell, and I have dryer balls for the dryer, obviously, and I might put lavender or, you know, really nice smelling calming oil onto the dryer balls, so when your clothes come out, then it just smell just divine.
You don't mind in the laundry then? Laundry day is not such a chore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's Liam now doing it, so.
Yeah, because obviously it's not just about our health in terms of our physical health, it's also our mental health. And, you know, there's all kinds of things you can use to lower stress levels, you know, to calm, you know. One of the interesting things I've heard is that more and more people are having very strange and disturbed, you know, sleep patterns and dreams. People are dreaming a lot more, or they're remembering their dreams a lot more. So, you know, obviously, even if, you know, to the best will of, you know, our intention to stay as sane and stay with positive things, you know, things do seep in, and you do hear the news, and obviously we're wondering what's going on. Our brains are trying to answer those questions. So what sort of things do you recommend then for sort of, you know, calming the mind and just kind of, you know, relaxing as well? So obviously lavender's a great one. I'm not a big fan of lavender myself, so is there sort of another one that would kind of do the same job?
Absolutely, there is loads you can choose from. There's, I'd say, at least 7 or 8 calming. You see, all the woody oils, so all the ones that come from trees, you're talking vetiver is it comes from the root of a tree, and it's very, very strong. And I wasn't a lover of it, I'll admit, when I got it first, but when I saw its effects, I was like, okay, now I love it. So sometimes I'll pop that into a diffuser in Michael's room, because he's kind of fairly hyper at nighttime, and I would use that with maybe, you know, balance oil. Balance is the grounding blend. So these are all woody, calming, very relaxing, nurturing oils.
That makes sense. If they come from trees, they're grounded, they're in the earth, they're you know, they've got the sky and the earth kind of connection. So
a tree is going nowhere. It's not stressed. It's just calm, and it's just.
Oh, we're all trees. Basically,
yeah, we're all trees. So true, we are. So yeah, so it's, you know, cedarwood, another really calming one. So I actually did a class last night. I'm doing some Zoom classes for people that are interested in the oils and for existing customers, and I did one on sleep last night, and I spoke a lot about a serenity oil. A serenity is a blend of there's about 7 or 8 different oils, including cedarwood, vetiver, lavender, ylang ylang, marjoram, howood, you know, all those calming, relaxing oils. And it also comes in a little soft gel. So people were kind of worried when they saw that it was a soft gel. They're thinking, is it like a pill? Absolutely not. It's 100% natural, obviously. doTerra don't do anything else, but it's a little soft gel. And you can actually take one of them throughout the day if you're stressed, or if you're, you know, if you're kind of at the stage where the kids are driving you crazy and you're ready to react more than respond. And you could just take one of those to ease that. And you could also take 1 to 2 going to bed. So some people find them great an hour before sleep, not before bed, an hour before sleep. And other people would, you know, prefer them just as they're getting into bed. But they help you have a restful sleep. They don't make you groggy in the morning. If you're one of those that, you know, when you know you have to get up early for a certain reason and you're worried, oh God, am I going to wake up? You know, that's the ideal time to take one of these, because you will have a restful sleep and you'll wake up and you'll be energetic. And you know, they've got lavender in them, and kind of green tea extracts, and yeah and you know, all natural products in them. So yeah, they're very, very powerful. I'm one of the lucky ones that I don't have an issue with sleep, but definitely throughout the day I'll pop a drop of lavender or serenity on my hand and just smell it, just to give myself that, you know, real calming effect, and just to kind of take, even if it's only 5 seconds, you know, or even just come down to the room, have your diffuser on.
Yeah, and I think when people have something that they know works really, really quickly, you know, they're more likely to use it. And you know, you're not having to sit and meditate for 20 minutes. That you know, despite the fact we're all at home, it's as if I don't have time. You know, it's very sort of strange. So I love that. So we're going to put some links anyway underneath this video. So if people want to know more about the oils and all the product range and everything else, and you do these amazing classes as well, and you've got a Facebook page, and you're always, I mean, you know, it's great, you're always doing Facebook lives, and you know, you're always interacting with people, and just giving so much information about this. You know, it's pretty incredible. So we're going to put your contact details if people want to know more about the oils, but I want you to tell me a little bit about your gratitude practice. And you know, how did you start doing it, and what impact have you found from it?
Oh, love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So just before Christmas, I started a course. It's like a program, like a 6 to 9 month program, depending on how slow you are. I'd say it'd be 9 months for me. But yeah, so it's with a lady called Sylvia, right? And she was if you know Bob Proctor, he's, you know, he was on The Secret, and he's all about law of vibration, law of attraction, that kind of thing, right? So I knew, like, you know, doing doTerra is, you know, it's your own business, and I've always worked for somebody, and I always felt that you know, I've never had my own business, and I kind of felt I was getting a little bit stuck in my business because I wasn't doing the things that I should be doing. And it is really a personal development journey, you know, with you know, running your own business like that, and I would never have done it before, whatever. So I joined her course anyway, and a lot of it is gratitude, and part of my routine in the morning was writing out a list of 10 gratitudes, right? So as I was doing this every single morning, I was realizing, my God, my mood has changed so much. So you're training yourself to think about what you have and not about what you don't have. So if you think about people that are, you know, are warriors, or listening to the news every 5 minutes trying to keep up to date, you know, you're going to be on this low frequency, right? So when you're on this low frequency, this is, you know, depression, stress, anxiety, you know, that's where you're going to stay, and you could stay there for a long time. You know, you just don't know. But when you're practicing gratitude, your frequency is going to raise. Okay, so and when your frequency is up here, that's when you're attracting more of that in. So the more you're grateful, the more of whatever you're grateful for will be attracted in, because you're up on this high frequency, and your goals are going to be up here. So whatever you're looking for, whatever you want, you're going to be, you know, getting closer and closer to it all the time, the more grateful you are. And it helps you to get through the day. Really, really does. Like, even a little tip, right? What I do is I have a post-its around the house. It doesn't matter because nobody's coming in, so nobody can see them, right? They're on the fridge, they're on the presses, they're everywhere, you know, and just with thank you written on them. So if the kids are playing up, or if they won't do their schoolwork, or, you know, if something happens, they break something, instead of reacting, you know, you're going to remember, okay, I see, you see this little post-it, it's not the end of the world, it's okay. So you're going to respond. And, it makes such a difference to your day, because, you upset everybody when we react, and the whole house is upset. And there's no need for it. It's absolutely no need for it, because the first thing I say is, okay, I look at the positive straight away. Something bad happens, I look for a positive. So as soon as this happened, I looked for a positive, and there's loads of positives. There is loads. But some people don't realize that, and people that are watching the news every minute don't realize that. And it's only when your frequency is up here is when you see what we have and not what we don't have. So that's a little tip that I have done that has really worked wonders for me, and getting through the day as stress free as possible. Isn't that what we all want?
Yeah, and it's I think it has made a lot of people reevaluate their lives and see what's around, and some people have absolutely taken this as an opportunity to do all the things that they never had time to do. Yeah. But there are obviously a lot of people out there that, yeah, absolutely, this is a real struggle. This has not been easy. Maybe the situation at home is not easy. Maybe they're trying to, two of them. I know a lot of people, both partners are working and they've got kids at home, so that is a constant battle of attention being drawn and things like that. So I think, again, anything, and gratitude is free.
Absolutely.
It's a practice at the end of the day, and it's about reminding yourself. So I love that idea of the post-its. I think that's brilliant. Yeah. Because it is training. How do you train yourself to do something? You're not going to just do it once and then you remember.
Yeah.
And particularly if you wake up and you're not feeling fantastic, if you haven't had those lovely tablets to help you have a restful sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a really fantastic idea. So yeah, I think I'm going to go and do that. I think I'm going to put some thank you notes up around the house.
Yeah, it is really good, and it does make you see the positive. And as well, and if negative thoughts come into your head throughout the day, I actually say this to myself: stop it, Fiona, stop it. And then I say, I'm happy and grateful for whatever, my kids' health, my health, my legs, I can go for a walk every day, the weather, whatever it is, this lovely cup of coffee, I am happy and grateful for. And
that doesn't have to be a huge big thing, does it? It can be such, in fact, just that practice of just the small things can really make a big difference.
I've even set up a Facebook page called 30 Days of Health and Gratitude with Fiona, because I'm trying to help people to make it a new habit. And once you do it for like 21 days, the habit is created. And I have a lovely little community coming on every morning. At 9 o'clock, I go live.
You can join at any time in with that, or do you have to start at the beginning?
Oh, you can join anytime, because all the videos are there. We're on like day 26 or something now, but they're all there and you can watch them back. And I give loads of information about what I'm learning on the Bob Proctor course, because I think it's really important. And just because I'm doing the course, it doesn't only help me, it helps everybody. So I love to share that information, and and there's a lot of people now that have turned it into a new habit. And even one girl has joined the Thinking into Results, the Bob Proctor course that I'm doing. Because of it. Yeah, so it's great. Yeah.
Well, you look extremely well on it.
Oh, thanks.
And your gratitude, your diet of oils and gratitude.
Yes. Yeah. But sure, what more would you want?
Absolutely. No, you look fantastic. I haven't actually seen you, even though you live over the road.
I know.
So it's been a very, very strange time, but I'm sure it's coming to an end shortly. I'm sure we'll be getting back to some sort of whatever the new normal is.
Exactly.
This is not normal. This is something just temporary, and I think to be grateful for that as well. That this will pass. Everything always passes.
Not forever.
It's been fantastic as always, and you're certainly. I could talk to you all day about the oils, but we're going to put the links below. So if people want to know more about the oils, they want to join any of your Facebook groups, and even if they want to chat to you about the Bob Proctor program, I'm sure you'd be open to telling them a bit about that, because I know you've really found it incredibly powerful for your business and for your mindset and your results. Really,
absolutely.
They speak for themselves. So
it has opened so many doors for me. Genuinely has. Yeah.
Fantastic, Fiona. You take care, and hopefully I will actually see you physically really, really soon. So
yes, exactly. We will, no doubt. We will.
Okay.
Bye. Thanks.